good morning, YouTube world, and welcome to my world. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. I've been wanting to say that, but good morning. Doing our usual stuff, doing the pre-trip, getting ready to get the heck out of Dodge and start down the road. All that lovely trucking stuff that we do this early in the morning. And as always, we early as all get out, getting down the road and figuring out what the heck's going on. I'm, as you can see, I spent the night in the rest area. I do it the right way. I try to park all the way at the end so I don't have anyone to my left getting out of here. So I don't have to worry about tagging or hitting or scraping another truck. But as usual, you wake up and guess who's parked to the left of me? I'm parking the park, and they just made their own parking spot. That's that bull crap. That usually happens. People they drive till they you know can't drive no more, and that's the result. But hey, it's it's part of being out here on the road, you know. But it's all good. It's all good. But just figuring out my stuff and how far I need to go. We're gonna figure that out, and then we're gonna get going. Got my coffee made. Got checking out my plants. They're over there growing, and we're about to get going and get on the road. Let's turn our inside light out, and we're gonna get going. It's about 49 degrees. I wish it would get a little bit warmer, but hey, who's complaining? Well, me. Tired of this. Oh, I forgot. That's gonna be bugging me later. Thought I turned it off. Make sure I turned off my bunk heater. No, didn't. Let's see here. Off. Okay, we got that is off. Now it's time to get down the road while everybody else is still asleep. I'm in Central. I keep, I gotta remember that because I'm trying to stay on a normal routine of, uh, you know, 5 a.m. to 5 to 6 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, yeah, 5 to 6. I don't know. Boy, for you younger folks, remember about growing old. I remember, when I was younger, I can't wait to be an adult. Now it's I don't want to be an adult. Literally, I don't want to be an adult, mommy. But looks like we're gonna clear this knucklehead, but that's all right. That's okay. We're gonna do it anyway. Yep. Change the drive. I always hear that magical words. On the road again. Can't wait to get on the road again. Yeah, I said I can't wait to get. Yeah, I can wait. As you can see how these guys are parked right there, I have to always go a bit wide, so I'm gonna hug the corner over here. So the back end of my trailer, which is called off tracking, which will might get close to them. I don't want to hit them, so I just automatically go wide. And we gonna get down the road. Well, let's talk about what we're gonna talk about today. I got a good subject. Let's talk about these self checkouts. Um, my wife was telling me a story the other day, and she's very, I want to say lax, but she she's she kind of forgets sometimes that she's African American, and I think, and that's a blessing and a curse in disguise, because you thinking, the normalist, well, the normal, the normal thing. I paid for it. I'm done, and I'm gone. Because she was in Kroger and she, bought some food on the self checkout, and the printer got jammed. And she said, "Well, I paid for it." She grabbed her stuff and started to leave. Well, the old lady behind her, the old white lady, I'm gonna say it like that. I'm sorry, I gotta say it because that's how it. This story, the truth in this is, the old white lady spoke out and said, "Excuse me, she didn't pay." Good morning, good morning. Hey, what's up, bud? And the old white lady said, "Excuse me, she didn't pay." And Norma turned around and said, "Yes, I did." And the attendant went over there, and she said, "No, Norma turned around, yes, I did. It was jammed. The receipt was jammed." And the attendant went over there and looked and said, "Yes, the receipt's jammed. She paid." And see, first of all, to that lady, it was none of your dang, I'm gonna say dang, I'm not gonna curse, none of your dang business, whatever and whoever, you don't work there. But you could have had some self righteous whatever, and next thing you know, my wife would have been face planted on the concrete, screaming, check the register. The register was jammed. The register was jammed. Do you see what I'm saying? We as African Americans have to be vigilant about the little things, something that's simple and could be costly for you to be spending time in jail. Well, I paid. I paid. She just kept on. I paid. I paid. I know you paid. But what you should have stood was you should have stand. You should have stood there and say, "Excuse me," waved your hand. "Excuse me, I didn't get a receipt." One, and then two, when that lady spoke up, and I'm sorry. They say that black women are sometimes you got to be argumentative and whatever, because it's none of your dang business. She paid, and she if you see someone put their whatever in there, and you don't, what most ignorant people don't realize, there are freaking cameras everywhere. There's an AI watching you, and there's somebody else watching you. So if they see you didn't scan something, because it happened at a Walmart, that computer went off, said, "Hey, hold up, you didn't scan that. You need to rescan that." That happened to me. But the thing is, we don't, well, I kept on. I paid. I don't care you paid. Get your receipt so you can show these people. Even though I, there's no law or whatever, I always have my receipt They see my receipt in my hand. And 9 times out of 10, they don't say jack to me, and I keep walking. Oh, go ahead, go ahead, go, bye, bye, bye. Because I am an honest person. My wife's honest, and I would say I would have looked. I would have turned around, and the first word was bitch. I didn't know you worked here. The lady, excuse me, she didn't pay. You all in everybody's Kool Aid. You don't even know the flavor. And I'm not trying to sound ignorant, mean, or whatever. But see, people like, and I would have said, people like you get people like me face planted on the ground. I paid. I just sent you the receipt. It was stuck. But I told her, don't do that no more. Get the dang receipt. Get a receipt if you buy a bottle of soda pop. Get the receipt because you don't know somebody's had a bad day or they want to set your behind up. You know, that's the crap. And now I want to add to that. Then she tells me about another. My wife's mellow as egg until she really gets mad, and when she gets mad, it's scary. She tells me another story. She's at another store, and she's at the Asian market. 'Cause we buy a lot of stuff at the Asian market. You get deals and all kinds of stuff. And she was telling me that she had bought something, and she was at the cash register, and she put her credit card in, and she said it's not accepting my credit card. That something was wrong with the machine. And the lady goes, "Is it an EBT card?" And I'm sorry, for folks that use EBT, that's on y'all. That would have pissed me off. I would have looked at her and said, "Excuse me, do I look like I need an EBT card?" I'm sorry, I just feel that way. Do I look like an EBT card? Does the stuff I buy look like I need an EBT card? And that would have pissed me because I know I'm not gonna tell you how many she got. My wife has she's a credit card she's a credit card queen. Talking about EBT card. That woman makes double, dang near double of what I make, which ain't much, but much is my for me. I don't make much. People, especially nowadays, they have no common freaking sense in customer service. No common sense. We're all crooks in their eyes, and that should be telling you something. When you pop off at the mouth really quick, that should tell you something. That you've been either working there too long and you're numb to being, in customer service, and you might want to look for another job. I'm going to give you another example, and this just happened to me. And this is bad customer service. And I'm never going to ever use them ever again. Jackson Hewitt Tax Services. I used them last year. Was supposed to get a big tax return last year. I don't know why, but it was a big one. But I owe state income tax. So the state did what the state did, told the federal government that he owes us money and we want our money. So guess what they did? They came in and grabbed their money, but they didn't give Jackson Hewitt, because normally when you do that income tax, they get their money through the refund. Well, they took the whole thing, and Jackson Hewitt last year did not get their money. Well, okay, if they didn't get their money, their computer should have flagged it, and their computer should have sent me a letter that said, "Mr. Banks, the federal government took all their money and did not give us our money for doing your taxes. You owe us this amount of money." And being the fair and righteous person I am, LOL, I would have took a little longer, but I would have paid them. I was like, oh wow, I didn't know that. I would have paid them. I'd eventually gave them their money, paid that bill due. That's one thing I do nowadays. I actually pay what I actually owe somebody. But they didn't do that. So I come in this year to do my taxes again. Oh, you owe us from last year. What? Yeah, you owe us from last year, so you need to pay us what's due from last year, and then you need to pay us what's due from this year. We're not going to do that on the refund status because you owe us money plus 50. I said, well, why didn't y'all send me nothing? They had no, nothing. You just need to pay it. Well, why didn't you send me something? I would have paid it. No, you need to send us. So I put all that last year's and this year's on this year on a credit card this year. And guess what? I actually got some money back. The state took some more money from me. I need to call them and say, look, how much more do I owe y'all? The state took some money, okay? They got their money, and then I got a little bit back. It was actually less than what I was, than what I paid on the credit card. But instead of it coming to me, guess where it went? And the lady took down my and I said, well, could y'all pay? No, because we can't do it. We cannot. The lady said we cannot run it through our bank because you owed us from last year. Okay, I paid her all this money, so I paid that, and guess what? It happened. No, my refund. They ran it through their bank and kept it. So I called up and explained what's happening. Oh, but you did this or you did that. No, hold up, player. I paid y'all. Oh, I'm gonna have to research that. What do you mean research? Go check your files. It's only like two or 3 weeks ago, so you don't have to go into the remember the old days that you had to go to the film and look on a film thing or what. No, just go in the cabinet and see the receipt. I paid y'all. Well, I'm gonna have to research it, and I'll call you back. Okay, first of all, do you know who I am? She didn't even. Yes, I know who you are. Oh, you know who I am. You being, yeah, we gotta see. Being all snotty, we gotta see if you got double. If we double pay, if we double, we'll refund your money. Blah blah blah. You have my number? Yeah, I got your number. Oh, okay. So I wait an hour, see if this mess was research. Call back. Now the receptionist is a dude. He getting snotty with me, trying to talk over me. I said, hold up, bro. I said, you see, no. You need, and I told him, you need to learn some customer service. You can't talk over me. And I wasn't belligerent. I wasn't going to be belligerent. Because especially when I know I'm in the right, you're going to give me my money. And the countdown has begun. Because I got this on American Express. I was about to give them a call and to explain what's going on. They charged me twice. Y'all need to snatch that money back. But I'm being polite. I'm not telling him what I'm about to do. So he's trying to talk over me. That's what I'm saying. People that's never been in customer service ain't never, honestly, you get cold to it, but you say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, blah, blah, blah. I didn't get none of that. And I wasn't yelling and screaming. I just wanted to vent. Look, I'm trying to find out what's going on. Oh, well, she's in a meeting. Okay, I called earlier. She wasn't in no meeting. She was with a customer. Now she in a meeting. I thought she was going to call me back. Do you see what I'm saying? See, that's that bull crap that people be doing, making up excuses. Now when y'all effed up and you lied to me and took my money when you said the computer said you can't, it can't do that, and I gave you my credit card and I actually paid because I'd have paid this last year. You see what I'm saying? You looking at my black behind saying he trying to get over. Ain't nobody trying to get over. Ain't nobody trying to get over you. You see, that's the problem with these movies and this other stuff. That all these movies that are made for African Americans, it's everything is you're a drug dealer, you're a dope dealer, you're a criminal, and these people see this crap. They see this crap, and guess what they do? Just because you see it in the movies, you think everybody that's African American is a criminal and violent, whatever. I'm not violent, but I can be if I need to. But I'm not. I just want my money. Don't take my money and think that you're gonna take your time getting it, giving it back. If I gave you gave my money quickly, and you effed up, you give me my money quickly back. Do you see what I'm saying? That's all I'm getting at. Don't think that you're gonna get away with something like oh no. And that just helped me to know next time I'm not paying cash. When I pay for things like that, I'm gonna pay a credit card so I can dispute this. It's a lesson learned. I learned a big lesson. And then the lady at the end, I'm like, and I called her. I said, "Ma'am, all you could was call me back and tell me you're still working on it. I should not have to be calling you all day. Well, we got to research. You don't have to research. Because I told her the bank. Because I called the IRS. IRS is some Republic bank. Oh, that's our bank. So automatically, I knew you snatched my money. Automatically, I knew you snatched my money. Good morning, everybody. You see what I'm saying? So now on, I'm just have my wife do the that she does it. I was going through one of these what H&R Block or whatever tax returns, so I get my money back quick. But now I'm do like Charles said, I'm gonna have a paper check mailed to my house, and I'll just wait on that paper check. I'm never using them on these fools again. You know what I mean? And it's that customer service, and I don't brag. I don't I just don't come back to you. Never, never, ever, ever. And that was one of the things why I got into lawn service and lawn care, whatever. Like right now, I have weeds in my front lawn, but I still ain't messed with them. I didn't put a pre-emergent. I'm supposed to put one, but I plan to throughout the summer season after this next cruise. I'm trying to buy sod for my front lawn. That's why my front lawn usually is bright and green and full of grass. But I was like, I'm not gonna go crazy because I wanted to change it out to Bermuda for the front. So, but I'm gonna give you another example of customer service. I got when I first moved in, I got True Green. They give you this calculated all the weeds that you have in your yard, and you're gonna pay us $400 or $500 annually, or no, $500 or $700 annually. I'm like, if you get rid of my stuff, yeah. So I'm paying all this money for these guys to show up and you go across my lawn with the weed, the pre-emergent, they spray and all this other stuff. And I spot them. I spot them because I have cameras. I have cameras in the front, cameras in the back, cameras on the side. I got cameras. You don't know they're there. I got cameras. And my cameras alert me when someone's on my property. I got cameras just to look at my lawn because that's what I like to do. And I don't care. Y'all can laugh all you want. But I got cameras. So, and then I get an alert when the technician's on his way to my house. So one day I'm somewhere in the west. I'm somewhere in the freaking west. And I get an alert and I know, wait a minute. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning at home. And they telling me the technician's on the way to my house. And then it says he's done. So like 6:05, 6:10, somewhere around there, that he is at my house and done. You tell me. And that was during the time where it's dark out. It's not light out. It's dark out in the morning. And you telling me that as a technician is walking around putting uh you know pre-emergent with a cedar all across my lawn? Like heck, like really? Y'all remember the Tom and Jerry cartoons where they had they when Tom Jerry oh well no Tom does something real stupid and you see a donkey on his head changes to a donkey head like I'm a jackass. Really? No, I don't think so. So I checked my I checked my cameras. No moving. No, my cameras go off if a leaf, if one of my a leaf flutters, it'll go off and start recording. It's set all the way to sometimes when cars pass by the front of my yard, it will start recording the car passing by. So it's very sensitive. So you mean to tell me if it's that sensitive, you mean to tell me that my man didn't walk by one time and I didn't spot you. I didn't even spot you coming into my. I have a camera that shows my driveway. I didn't spot you coming into my driveway, and then you won't get gonna get my $700? Yo, mama ain't make no fool. You trying to play me? So I call him, and this is so sad when customer service. It's a black woman on the other side of that phone. This woman said some ignorant behind stuff talking about, well, some cameras don't catch everything. Hey, well, lady, mine does. And better yet, cancel my service. Cancel my service. Because y'all are crooks. And I kept on saying it. Y'all are crooks. And then a few days later, a supervisor called technicians on the way to the house to fix the problem. No, don't fix no problem. Don't come on my property. Because I told the guy, I said, if I had caught you on my property 6 o'clock in the morning in the dark, I might have lit your behind up. You know what I'm saying? Cancel my service. Don't call me no more. Every couple of months, would you like to have True Green service? Don't call me no more. Y'all are crooks. But I got something new for you on that one. After a couple of years, True Green called me again. See, this is I don't know why I'm in the customer service this morning. True Green called me again, and you could tell it was a brother on the other side. He tried to talk. You calling me trying to sell your service, and I'm telling you trying to explain that why y'all can kiss the crack of my yellow behind. Don't call me. And he trying to talk over me. I said, dude, you called me and you trying to talk over me? Really? Don't call me no more. So what his ignorant behind did? He tried to be funny. I know he put in the computer, this guy wants the service. Keep calling him. After that, True Green was calling me every day for 2 weeks. And it was pissing me the heck off. Every day for 2 weeks. So I said, okay. I looked for a corporate number. I called corporate and told them. And I said, you know what? Let me stop yelling and screaming. I called corporate. And talked to someone in corporate. I said, ma'am, I said, normally I'd be yelling and screaming, and I explained why. How y'all said y'all was on my property, you lied. I don't ever want y'all service ever again. Don't come on my property, don't call me, don't bother me with this crap. You will never get my business. Ever. I said, but I need you to do me a favor. And I told her what happened. This employer of yours decide that he want to be he want to be spiteful and have y'all call me every day thinking I want your service. I don't ever want your service. Now, could you please get that off of get it off your computer and stop calling me? And then that's when they did it. It's a shame. And this is what we go through. And then they wonder why businesses go under. But we do it too. You know, I remember reading I don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be bigoted or prejudiced or whatever you want to call it about black, white, and or indifferent. Good morning, good morning. I'm not. But I'm just telling you from my perspective what happens to me. You know, if we as African Americans we start a business, and now I'm not talking about anybody else but someone else that comes to us as black other black African Americans come to us and you know, oh my God, that's so expensive. Can you give me a deal? Well, look, I'm trying to run a business here, and but that same person will go to someone else and gladly give it to them. But it's us, it's you. I'm not trying to run a deal. And you're trying to start out. You're trying to make some money. You're trying to do whatever. I think it was like like a Facebook post or something like that, where it's you know an Asian guy is selling a hot dog for $2.50, and then an Indian guy is selling a hot dog for $3, and then just a white guy is selling a hot dog for four and change. But then we sell a hot dog for $3.75 or $2.75. Oh, that's outrageous! I could get a pack of hot dogs. You see what I'm saying? That's the ridiculous part of the situation. But then it goes to the other, it goes to the other, the other aspect of that. We want, you want to go to your people. You want to okay, this is a black owned business. I want to go there. But a lot of times we go there and we treat it like crap. But we go to an Asian business knowing they hate our guts, but they smiling like you mother, yeah, but I'm taking your money. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day. Knowing they can't stand us. I had an Asian living next door to me for 8 years. He just moved. That guy hated me. He wouldn't even, we'd be cutting lawn. He wouldn't say nothing to me. Nothing. And I still helped him, because his grass would not grow on the side of his house, which is on my side of the house. And every time it rained, all that dirt from his lawn would come onto my driveway. So I'd wait till he wasn't home, and guess what? I'd throw grass seed all over. I'd throw grass seed, and I even seeded his whole front lawn one time. And I came back, next thing you know, the grass was growing. I would give him grass. I would give him grass seed. Oh, thank you, thank you. But he would never say a word to me. I'm like, hey, I'm a loner anyway. You ain't hurting my feelings, nah, freaking bit. As long as you leave me alone, don't come on my property, we good. It's funny. I got, I think Spanish folks are moving next door. I'm gonna help them too, especially with the lawn. Hey, this is what grows here. I don't care. As long as you leave me, we good. But people, even if I don't like you and I got a business, yes sir, I'm so sorry. Yes sir, yeah, the customer's always right to a point, but you ain't gonna belittle me either. I'd be like, look, I don't need your money. Bye. But I'll tell you that, if you get belligerent with me, that's why a lot of times when I'm upset and I'm not I'm not gonna start cussing and screaming and throwing stuff. I'm gonna be to the point, precise, and this is why I'm upset. Blah blah blah. I need you to take care of it. I remember one time, and yo, y'all be laughing, y'all be laughing, but I was straight. My wife gangster. I tell that story about when we was zip lining. She came in on this one zip line. That thing was going. They said top speed on that one line that we did was 50 miles an hour. She came in on that zip line backwards, looking forward, and I was off the zip line, my feet shaking. I was. I said, man, who did I marry? This woman is gangster. I remember saying that. And one time she proved how gangster she was. We were at some burger joint, Red Robin, ooh. And we her, me and my son, we were sitting down and waiting, and we ordered the food. And, we waiting and waiting. Other people came in. We just started noticing these other people were getting fed and eating before us. They were just waiting and waiting and waiting. There's still other people getting fed and eating before us. And then finally got the waitress' attention and just asked, "Excuse me, I'm trying to figure out we're trying to figure out how come we didn't get our food." She said, "You didn't get your food?" No. Then she comes back a minute later. "Oh, I forgot to put it in." No apologies. "Oh, I forgot to put it in." And I said, "You forgot to put it in?" And then she's, giving all these excuses or whatever. I said, "Ma'am, no excuses. We've been waiting. We like our food." And she started raising her voice. And I looked over at my wife, and her demeanor changed. And it went from the happy-go-lucky person I know and love just to like stone cold, like stone cold Steve Austin type shit. And it kind of lowered, and she said, "Excuse me, who are you raising your voice to?" And I want to, she said, "Who are you raising your voice to?" And I want to see a manager now. And I was like, "Oh, I said, "Oh, shit." And like, and I think I was like two, two, I was big. I was bigger than I am now. And boy, I shut up, and it's not really like cow, but I sat back and like, and I'm saying in my head like, "Yes, ma'am." I said, and I literally said, "Oh, snap." And when the manager came on, and my wife was cold and calculated, and what explaining what's going on, and told that manager, "You need to correct this now." And I was like, "Oh, snap." And the fact that in customer service, if you're gonna be in customer service, if you're gonna be um in food service and serving and working for tips and stuff like that, you gotta have a certain demeanor. If you don't, you don't need to be in that business. Everybody isn't a thief. Every black person that comes in a restaurant is not a non-tipper. Do you know? And I'm gonna say something ignorant here. I didn't realize until I became a restaurant manager how low servers get paid. I didn't know that. It was never taught to me. You know, these people only get paid. They get paid below minimum wage. I didn't know that. But a lot of times, and I've had to have, when I was a manager, I said, "Look, you need to give everybody the the highest service possible. Well, they're black. They're not gonna say. And these are coming from other black people. They're not gonna tip me. How do you know? You never look at. Don't look a uh don't don't look at the book by its cover. You don't know what's on the inside of that person. That person, one, might not even have the money to tip you. Well, they shouldn't come out and eat. What would they when they need to eat? What if they hungry? You see what I'm saying? But what if they want to tip you and they got certain things? I will tip you, automatically get a tip from me if you just come back one time and refill my water. That's my only requisite for you tipping me. For me tipping you, I'm sorry. If you don't bring my water back, I ain't giving you jack. But my wife will make me give some. I'm not giving you jack. But if you do that, I mean, I've even given $20. I've even given $50 tips. And there was one time I grew up when I was younger, uh, where my father would take me out and watch me eat. We used to go to different diners in New York. And I remember that when I started driving the truck and I was somewhere, I think it was like in Jersey or something. It was actually a diner. And I was just having a ball. I had eggs and home fries, and it was all the stuff that I used to have when I was a kid, when in hanging out with my pops. One of the good memories I have of all the effed up memories. You know what I mean? Welcome in, everybody. Um, I had, and I remember I gave the lady, I think it was like a $20 or $30 tip. And just because I said, you know what? And I said, I haven't been in a diner in years. And I explained my father used to take me, and I just want to say thank you. And the lady's like eyes lit up. She's like, oh my God, you're welcome, blah, 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 blah. See, you just don't know. You don't know. It's just like that you when you find it like the undercover boss. They guys dress all whatever, and these guys are millionaires. You don't know. Real millionaires, they especially them country ones, the guy that started Walmart. He used to come into Walmart in an old beat up pickup truck and a hound dog. I remember one person, he walked into one Walmart with his dog, and you can't bring that dog in here. He said, he just started laughing and kept on. You can't bring it, honey. You don't know who I am, and you might want to let it go from there. you know, there's people that actually will. I'm changing the subject a little bit. They actually go to the dealers and bring a suitcase full of money. I want that pickup truck right there. Well, we got that. No, you're gonna give me this price, and they pull out that money. You don't know, but in customer service, if you're going to be in customer service and you're a butthead, you need to get out of customer service. Because I'm sitting there laughing, they thinking they got me, and I said, look, I'm gonna give you 2 to 3 days, and then I'm calling American Express back to the real store. I'm gonna get, trust me, I'm gonna get my money. Because all I was gonna do is put it back on my credit card. I'm gonna get my money. You know what I'm saying? And that's the gist of the mornings. Lady called me back. I guess she was thinking I'm gonna flip off or whatever. Sir, we're gonna refund your credit card, and I just was quiet. She said, sir, are you there? I said, yeah, I'm here. And she said, do you have any questions? She was just waiting for me to mouth off. Nope. I said, how long is it gonna take? Is it the usual 4 to 5 business days? Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. Bye. Click. I started the countdown. Yesterday was a business day. I checked my credit card. Guess what's coming? Guess what's going through? That money's going back on that card. Do you see them? You see what I'm getting at? Uh-uh. And guess what? While I'm waiting all day long, I got nothing better to do driving this truck. I'm calling H&R Block corporate service, and they think they slick. I said I need to speak to a supervisor. No, I don't need. And guess what? They transferred me to a receptionist. They transferred me to a receptionist voicemail. This is receptionist so and so's voicemail. So you guys don't even have y'all in. This is supposed to be corporate or 1-800 number. Y'all giving y'all think you're freaking slick. You think you're freaking slick. But that's all right. Guess what? You're never getting my business again. I wish I could read what you said, but I'm like I said, I'm driving. You never get. You're never getting my business ever again. And I'm a quiet. I'm a quiet customer. If I got a mouth off, you're definitely not getting it. I might give you a chance. If I don't say nothing, I'm gonna give him one more chance, one more chance. I'm you're not getting nada. Goose eggs, nothing. Nothing, brother. And then you wonder why businesses go under. But guess what? I'm gonna go back to another business. Discount tires. Guys, I'm gonna talk about y'all know I'm working. I have a core aerator that I bought. This thing originally was in the tens of thousands of dollars. It's about dang it 10 to 20 years old. But when it first was, it was over 10 grand. And they don't even make the parts for it no more. So I can't even get another rim. One of the rims bent. And I said, well, you know what? It dawned on me in my head. Good morning, good morning. It dawned on me in my head. I'm gonna change. They were tubeless tires. I'm gonna change these tubeless tires to tube tires. Put tubes in them. I said it shouldn't be that. They're already flat. They're already separated. I can just push it down, get the tube in there, and then I'm thinking like that. I fought with one of them tires. It was like 2 or 3 hours with a six-pack of beer and almost to the brink of tears. I could not. I finally got it in there, almost. Using soapy water to slip it through and the whole 9 yards. I'm doing all this stuff and I'm crying like I'm yelling in my driving. Come on! And then the only reason I'm doing that is there was a used tire shop up the road that I took my old lawnmower to, and they did all the work for me. I come back, and the guys are, we don't do that. Well, y'all did it for my other lawnmower, but we don't do it. And it's the owner. Okay. Once again, never coming back here again. Because again, this was ran on the rim. The rim was bent on the rim was bent big time on one of them, and the other one was bent just slightly, so it wouldn't hold air. So I said I got on the internet, went on Google and said, hey, I need to find me a place. I need to, I'm saying like y'all, but I'm typing in, uh, tire repair that fixes lawnmower tire, and it said discount tire. I go to the first one, and he said, well, you leave it. I said, okay, I'll be back. I come back an hour later. No, no, so I'll be back. I'll come back an hour later. I take the other tire off. I take the other tire over there too, because I had four inner tubes. I effed up one of them, so I had to order another one. So I went and got the other tires, brought them back, said I need to do these two. And then he calls me back another hour later, saying, and he's apologizing profusely, sir. We don't have the proper amount to hold it on there to do what we need to do. But where do you live? This place over here has it. Can you go there? And I Googled it. It was only 7 miles away. Okay, no problem. The guy was nice. The guy was polite. The guy, he he treated me with respect. He said, "Oh, say okay." Gave me the tires. Sorry again. I'm so sorry. No problem. No problem. I said, "Shoot, I'm just trying. I'm just trying to find somebody that can fix these tires." So I go over to a discount. I go to the other place to tell them what's going on. They say, "Okay, we'll get it." And they tell me, "Okay." They call me. It's done. 3 tires. I'm excited. I got these things on there, and it's so funny. I got those 3 tires on there, and I get them on there. They're up, and I'm waiting on the inner tube. The inner tube comes in the next day. I go over there. I tell them I need y'all to do this tire too. Y'all did the other 3 for me yesterday. I come back. I get it. I said, and I'm about to I got my credit card in my hand. He said, "Don't worry about it. It's already taken care of." What? What? Don't worry about it. It's already taken care of. That gesture right there made me a loyal customer. Because guess what? I need a tire for my pickup truck. Guess where I'm going? Because that man said, "Don't worry about it. We got you." Even though I think it was like $5 or $10. Yeah, no, it was $10 because 5 to take the tire off, 5 to put it back on, and do it and then all this stuff. That was it. That $10 gesture made me become a loyal customer. So now when I get my front right tire changed, I'm going to start bringing my business over to those guys because he showed me respect and he said, "Look," he showed me customer service. He showed me, "Hey, we want your business. Even though you're bringing us lawnmowers, we want your business." I said, "Shoot, you got my business now, brother." And I even did a little short. You got my business because when I went home, I put the tire on there. I That thing I was working on was a walking brick. It would not move, but guess what? It wouldn't move because all the tires are flat. It wouldn't move. It wouldn't whatever. Now that I got all new tires, I put it in neutral. I could pull that thing all over the place. I was like, "Oh snap! Oh shoot! Oh shoot!" Do you see what I'm saying? When you do gestures of real, true customer service, you're gonna get people. You're gonna move people. You're gonna do things. People are gonna want to come and give you their business. And then you're going to grow and say, "Why am I growing?" Because you got people working for you that's treating people the right way. Now, I'm not talking Karen and ignorant folks, and you need to give me a deal. Everything is a deal. You need to, what? Now, how would I have been when if I'd have said, "What, $5 to take a little lawnmower tire? It's a lawnmower tire." Well, it took me 2 hours to get that stupid thing, 2, 3 hours to get it, and I still broke it. I'll give you that $10 I'll give you that $10 with a quickness. I was reaching in my pocket real quick. Please, for the love of God, do this. You know. And see, this is I wasn't even going to talk about. I had other silly things to talk about today, but today was the customer service. And see, that's what I'm gonna bring that. I'm gonna use YouTube as an example. That's why we need to have customer service on our YouTube page. And my wife was right. She said, "You need to smile. You need to do this. You need to be positive." But I'm gonna tell the truth too, because she got on me. She said, "You be telling them that be on the cruise ship and telling them that the food was nasty. And you need to try to reword it." No, no, the food was cold. The collard greens tasted like sludge, like it was came out of a can and it wasn't even warmed up. I'm gonna tell it like it is. Yeah, and other people, "Oh, that was delicious." No, I'm not gonna have you come on this cruise ship. It might be different. Now, when you're on the inaugural cruises, they ain't got their act together. But if the boat been moving for a minute, they got their act together. So you should taste a better and a different, meal on that boat. But hi, welcome to my channel. bust a smile or something. Hey, welcome, welcome. Don't look all over the place. Look at the camera. I might look cross-eyed because I get cross-eyed. I keep forgetting. Okay, well, where the camera at? I'll be looking to the right, and then phone cameras to the left. And you're trying to, okay, let me look here and concentrate. But some of us gotta get that practice. We don't know where that camera is. We got to get that practice. We're still figuring this. We're figuring this YouTube out. Be the customer service. I was one thing. One guy was somebody was trolling him, and he was talking on live like this, and he said, "Oh, you mother f five man, fuck your mother," and then started being nice again. What the heck? What in Sam Hill? I I I turned off the notice. I don't want to see nothing from you, bro. I don't know the story, but even if I knew the story, I don't want to see nothing from you, bro. You feel me? I'm trying to figure this YouTube thing out. We're all trying to figure this YouTube thing out, and when we can, try to we try to pass on stuff that we are noticing, stuff that we're seeing. That's what I'm trying to do. Um, where am I? Oh, I'm 44 from the turn. 44 miles from the turn. Ooh, I'm like, yo. Yeah, I love talking to y'all that morning. Wake a brother up. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank y'all. And as always, I'll be forgetting to for anybody that's coming in on the remix. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. You know, dude, yeah, I love you. Thank you. I'll be forgetting. Hey, you guys see my new I started playing with the thumbnail yesterday. I got some new thumbnails. The hypathon still ain't figured what I'm gonna do for the live-a-thon. Uh, we're gonna figure something out. It might be just a talk like we're doing now, but who knows? We'll see. But we'll figure something out with it. But let's see how many. Oh, okay. I'm just looking to see where I'm at. But the thing again, what I'm getting at is, customer service, guys. You know, everybody talks about the Bible this and the Bible that. You know, we got to treat others as you want to be treated. So even if you have a problem, try to be civil about it when you're calling people in customer service or whatever. Try to be civil. If you know they can be civil back, you're gonna get more. You're gonna get more things done. I've always said you get more with honey than with vinegar, but if it gotta be vinegar, it's gonna be sour as heck if it's gonna come from me. And if I sick my wife on them, oh, it's on and pop. you know. But I try to treat people with respect. And even I'll even start a look. I don't want to be yelling and screaming. I really don't. Because I go to 0 100. My um I don't need my blood pressure going through the roof. I just need this taken care of. Can we take care of this problem, please? Can we fix this problem? And then when you start giving me excuses from the get go, you don't know how to. You're one of those people that don't know how to fix a problem. Do you see what I'm saying? And everybody that came in, I checked my plants. My plants are growing real good. I'll do like a little uh, short video later on today, doing an update on my plants. Um, we when you make excuse out the money, then you don't have no customer service experience. If you don't know, you don't know. Just say it. Look, I don't know, but let me see if I can figure out, and I'll get back to you. I'll just get back to you. It's just it's as simple as that. And if you be upfront with somebody, well, what do you mean you don't know? Sir, I don't know. Let me give me a few minutes. I'll call you right back. And if I can't find something, I'll still call you right back and tell you I am still working on it. That's what I was looking for. Say, sir, it's going to take a minute. I'm just calling you back to let you know I haven't forgotten about you. That's all I needed, and then it was just my blood was just boiling. And hey, Dre, like, you're a prime example. And I I listened to what you said about speaking up, and I was like, Lord, you got jokes again. You let me know because, and I watched your video about speaking up, and that's when I was like, you know what? I'm calling these fools back, and I'm speaking up. I was calling everybody because if I got to come knock on your door, it's not going to be pleasant. I'm gonna tell you one more story before I leave. I remember I was paying a car note. I'm coming, and I paid it in cash. I went straight to the plate, but I had no money, and I went to this bank and withdrew it out of the ATM machine. Now, and I went over to I was paying a used car dealership that buy here, pay here. Yep, I did one of them too. And I gave the lady straight cash, and she puts the the little pin on it to see it, and she one of them was bad. Sir, this 20 is no good. And I said, really? I said, ma'am, I just got that out of an ATM right up the street. Sir, was this 20 no good? You need to give me $21. So I went and got $21. But I waited till that bank opened up, and I walked in there and I said, I got this $20 out of your ATM, and it's no good. And I didn't raise Cain. I didn't act the fool, but I said, y'all need to give me $20. And they put it through the counter and said, we just checked his fund. I said, no, that lady put the mark on it, and something's wrong with that. I said, I don't care. I need y'all to make this right. And I said, you see that ATM? I know you got a camera on it. Check the security camera. That y'all gave me that ATM, that money. Y'all gave me that fake $20 bill. We are supposed to trust the bank, and you gave me a phony baloney $20 bill. And I said, you know what? I'm not gonna raise Cain. You need to call nine. I told them call 911. And I'm not gonna stand here. I'm not even gonna stand out in the parking lot. I'm gonna stand off your property in that corner over there. You call the cops, and we're gonna straighten this out because I'm not gonna be in handcuffs because I'm loitering or trespassing on your property. You're gonna replace my $20 bill. And when I said it that way and politely, guess what they did? Oh, sir, we're gonna give you here you go. This is a brand new bill. Thank you. And I walked out. I said, I'm no criminal, but this came from your bank. And we supposed to trust the bank. You stand your ground, but use common sense too. Know and remember, if y'all go back to the beginning, you go back to the beginning and listen to what I said. You got to remember that you're African American. You can't just yell, and you can't be like other races of people and just stand there. Nope, I will stand off your property non-violently, even when the cop shows up, show them there's nothing in my hands, so you don't have to start shooting and all that stuff. But you going, I'm going to voice my opinion. And even if $20, I didn't get my $20, I would have got like one of those boards and walked around across the street and said this bank robbed me of $20, gave me a fake bill. And that's my right to do. Do you see what I'm saying? That's my right to do. But y'all gonna treat me with respect. And well, that's really all I have for today, guys. I don't know. I've just been rambling on about customer service and customer this and customer that. Oh boy, I'm a hot mess today. Y'all got me going, boy. But you know what? It got that frustration frustration out of my system. And you know what? That's what I needed. I needed to get that frustration out of my system. Thank you. I appreciate you. And always know if you don't think nobody loves you, I love you, and God loves you too. Be blessed. Peace out. Have a nice day.